What's up, dudes? I'm back with another video. Today we are just going to be talking about some metal news. There's been some new releases, some festival updates, and a couple of other things that I want to talk about with you guys. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, let's start off with Download Festival, of course, the big boy of the summer for us metalers. They have actually announced day splits and stage splits now, so a lot of interesting things in there, along with I think it was 12 other bands. Let me just read through those quickly. So it was Pucifer, 100 Reasons, Cherry Bombs, Cancer Bat, Static Dress, State Champs, Punk Rock Factory, KC, Red Hook, Rituals, Hacken, and Snacks, whatever that is. Yeah, so I'm guessing a lot of people are thinking, oh, they're going to announce loads of big bands, but we've talked about it on the podcast before that this is usually for smaller to medium-sized bands just to sort of pack out. I mean, it is quite top-heavy, this one. I like some of the bands that have been announced, but overall, I never think you want a download to be too packed with bands that you like. I would say on average I like it between about 12 and 15 bands that I really like and want to see. Some downloads, it's great when you look down the poster and you see, oh, there's all these bands I want to see, but then you know there's going to be clashes, you know you're going to have to pick one over the other, and you won't get to see everyone. So I'm always happy with between 12 and 15 bands, sometimes a couple more depending on how much walking I want to do and how early I want to get into the festival. It's definitely dependent on that as well. So yeah, I'm happy with the lineup. I think it looks great. I think the day splits are awesome. I really can't wait to see Ghost headline the second stage. I think that'll be a really good litmus test for them headlining the festival one day, fingers crossed. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys are too, and I am buzzing. Festival season is getting so close now. We are literally just about to enter May, and it's just getting to that point where I'm just like, man, I can't wait. I'm going to my first ever slam dunk at the end of May before download, so I'm really excited about that. It's just never been a lineup or enough bands for me to want to go, so this year I thought I'll bite the bullet, I'll go to Slam Dunk and see what it's all about, as I do have friends that I'm pretty much sure have been going pretty much since it started, so they've always asked me to go. Finally, I'm actually going, so I'm really excited about that one. So yeah, roll on festival season. So 2000 Trees also made an announcement. They announced their third headliner finally. So already we had Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes, Bullet for My Valentine. Those two are just amazing. This is legitimately one of the best 2000 Trees lineups ever, possibly the best one. And they announced Soft Play as their third headliner, and everyone went, who? They were previously Slaves. They were really good two-piece punk band. If you like punk, god, you've got to check out this band. They're really good. They do other stuff as well, but they started out as, you know, really based around punk. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to them. I only ever heard good things about them live, and I never got to see them. So I think Soft Play is a terrible name for a band. Slaves is a good name. I know that it has some connotations that obviously aren't good, but to go from Slaves to Soft Play feels like a real downslope. They probably should have gone with something else. But hey, it's their band, not mine. I'm not here to criticize band names. I actually am, but who cares? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to them. I think it was a good addition. So now, you know, you've got metal, pure metal with Bullet. You know, you've got the ballads, you got everything. You've got Frank Count the Rattlesnakes all doing, like, you know, alt pop, alt rock. You know, even a bit of heavy sort of punk in there. And then finally, you know, you've got a pretty much a punk band with some other elements as well. So I think that overall they've got a really good mix headliner wise. And if you look at that lineup, it is just stacked with so many. They announced Hell is for Heroes as well, which are easily one of my favorite British bands of all time. I am absolutely buzzing for that. So yeah, I'm super excited about 2000 Trees. And of course, as most people know, I live in Cheltenham, so it's really not far from me here, but I would recommend it. You know, if you can't get to download, because I know that that is obviously packed out, if you can't get to Bloodstock or Bloodstock's too far away, I would really recommend 2000 Trees. And do you know what the best bit about 2000 Trees is? You can take your own alcohol into the arena, and that does not happen at a lot of British festivals. Literally pack yourself for cans, head straight into the arena. You don't need to spend as much money as you normally would at, you know, Bloodstock or download. So if you're trying to do it on a budget, I would recommend getting a ticket and just loading yourself up with cans and not spending £6 to £8 on a drink in the arena. So yeah, go to 2000 Trees if you can. Trust me, you won't regret it. Limp Bizkit have announced a massive gig in Gunnersbury Park. Them, Pendulum, a couple of other supports as well. Joey Valance and Bray are supporting them. If you like 90s hip hop, if you like Beasties, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, any of that sort of 90s stuff, check out Joey Valence and Bray. They are incredible. They're also playing Download. But yeah, huge announcement from Limp Bizkit. That's probably going to be tons and tons of tickets. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to go, it's on Bloodstock weekend, so I won't be able to make it. I did, however, go and see them 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago at Wembley. They were incredible. I saw Limp Bizkit in the exact same venue in 2001, and I think this gig might have been better, than seeing them right in their prime. Always a fantastic live show. They always turn it on for the crowd. If you get a chance to get tickets for that, to go to London and see them, I guarantee you will have an absolute blast. I saw them years ago. I can't remember what park it was. I think it was Finsbury Park, actually, in London in 2003, and that was absolutely insane. So again, see Limp Bizkit if you get the chance. They are amazing. Right, let's move on to some new releases. I know this isn't that new, but I need to share this with you guys because I don't think I've mentioned this since. I went to see Metallica 72 Seasons, the cinema screening. It was a very interesting experience. I really, really enjoyed it. It was just basically a bunch of grebos taking over the really posh cinema here. It was great. It was the band talking about the tracks in between. The tracks had visualizers with them. I'm sure they're all out on YouTube now. Music videos. It was just really cool to see that kind of experience in a cinema and to hear it first. I know it was only the night before everyone else would get it eventually on Spotify or wherever, but I did think it was a really cool experience. So I think that if bands do that in future, I will actually go because I feel like £25 was worth it and it felt exclusive. It was actually really cool. I really, really like the album. I know there's been mixed feelings on it. I think a lot of people like the tracks they've released, but not necessarily the album tracks. A lot of people are saying it's the same pace all the way through. I would say the only problem with the new Metallica album is there is no slow track. Like I want a really nice ballad, like a Memory Remains or an Unforgiven. For me, that's the only thing that was missing. I know a lot of other people prefer the Metallica to be, heavy all the way through. So if you haven't listened to it and that's what you're expecting, that's probably what you're going to get. But I will say that James Hetfield's vocals, this might vocally be the best album he's ever done. His vocals are absolutely peak at the moment. He really looks like he's been putting a lot of effort into the lyrics. Metallica lyrics are hit and miss. Some of them are quite simple rhymes, but they work. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the cinema screening was really cool. So if you get a chance to do that with another band in the future, I suggest you take it because it was it was pretty sick. Enter Shikari have finally released their new album, A Kiss for the Whole World. At first, I was unsure. I really liked the singles. I liked Bloodshot. I like It Hurts. I liked A Kiss for the Whole World. But I felt like the album tracks weren't quite there. It also felt a bit short. But on the last few listens, I really love it. I have been a huge fan of these guys. I don't think they've made a bad album since a Flash Full of Colour, which was like, 2012 or 13. I honestly think every single album, they give you something else on every album, and they just have a plethora of great stuff to choose from. I am buzzing to see them at Slam Dunk. But anyway, back to the new album. I'm just gushing about Enter Shikari now. Yeah, it's really, really good. I like the slow ending. Tracks like Goldfish and other ones really grew on me. I think Deadwood is really, really good at first. I was like, wow, this song is like really a song of two halves. But I think if you are a fan of Shikari, especially modern Enter Shikari, I'm not sure what people that haven't listened to Enter Shikari like since the first couple of albums would think when they listen to Enter Shikari now, because even though they have the same elements they did then, they've just grown so much musically, lyrically. I mean, I think they are just absolutely unbelievable as a band. I think that as a UK band, they should be one of the treasures that we hold. I think they're massively underrated. They should be huge, but unfortunately they are not. But anyway, yes, if you're a Shikari fan, or even if you're not, this might be a good place to get into them, especially listen to the singles. If you listen to It Hurts, it kind of gives you an overview of everything that's on the album. So go and listen to It Hurts. If you like that, I would suggest going and listening to the album. But I would say it's definitely a 4 out of 5 for me. I really, really like it. Go and check it out. Devil Driver have released another track from their forthcoming album, Dealing with Demons Part 2. I really loved the first Dealing with Demons, so I've been excited for this one. Yeah, really good. If Blood is Life is really, really good. It sort of harkens back to Fury of Our Maker's Hand. I feel like it's got, I don't know what it is, it's the tones or something feels old school about it, but it still has that modern metal vibe to it. I really like what Devil Driver are doing. I'm absolutely gutted that they had to cancel playing Bloodstock. I know that Des has some health issues that he has to deal with, so I was really gutted about that because I was really looking forward to seeing this stuff live. So hopefully they can get over to play it. But yeah, obviously if you like metal or Devil Driver, definitely go and check it out. I am really, really excited for the new album. The Used have released another track from their upcoming album Toxic Positivity. That's a great name for an album, by the way. It's called Numb. Wonderful little piano piece going through it. Really, really catchy chorus. Just typical Used song. I've really liked People of Vomit and FU, which was the other one they released. Bands are just releasing so much good stuff at the moment, especially the bands that I like. I feel like I'm being blessed in 2023. But yeah, the new songs really have artwork, Lies for the Liars kind of vibes, more than the sort of newer stuff that they've been doing. That was my favourite sort of phase, that middle part of the Used. So I am really, really excited. Again, if you're a Used fan, definitely go and check these new singles out because they are really, really good. And if you like any kind of, you know, heavy sort of heavy-ish stuff, emo stuff, I would say go and check them out as well because they are doing something really, really cool. And I have a feeling that the new album is going to be an absolute banger. And finally, Bleeding Through, one of my favourite metalcore, hardcore bands. It's really hard to define what quite they are. It's hardcore. It's not what you would call metalcore, but it's hardcore, but it's got metal in it. Who knows? Anyway, Bleeding Through have released a song called Wartime. The last EP they've done called Rage, I'm still not sure about. It didn't grab me like their stuff normally does. I think that their last album was absolutely incredible. But this single is more towards that sort of stuff. I feel like they stepped away from it a little bit on the Rage EP, and now they're kind of heading back to that kind of what Bleeding Through do best, which is heavy, 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 with a few cleans here and there, but great vocals and just disgusting, disgusting drums. So yeah, I'm really excited about to see what this is from. I haven't done any research to see if this is from an album or another EP or if it's just a single. But if you like anything metal or hardcore, go and check out Bleeding Through Wartime. Is a really good. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Just a few updates from some festival news and a couple of new releases as well. I say this at the end of every video, but I really honestly mean it. Thank you very much to everyone that's subscribed so far. I love you. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Please subscribe to the channel. I'm really hoping to get up to 700 subscribers soon, and I will do a 700 subscriber celebration video. Of course, we're getting close to festival season as well. All of the vlogs are on my channel. I have my download vlogs, my 2000 Trees vlogs, if you guys are interested in seeing that before you go. Bloodstock, I've got tons of vlogs on the channel, so go and check them out. I go and watch loads of other vlogs to get myself excited for download or any other festivals. I will probably end up doing a slam dunk one as well, if it doesn't just turn out as a just massive day drinking session with my friends, which it probably will. So I can't guarantee there's going to be a vlog for that, but there might. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you dudes in the next video, and thank you very much for watching.